if we were to use our resources rightfully so, I'm telling you, we could have billionaires and millionaires
in every street
walking, and no one wants to work anywhere.
Yeah.
Because with your cell phone you can run a business in DRC.
For sure.
People working for you while
you are here,
and you don't need to meet them.
Yeah.
Every day.
Hi and welcome to another show, Social Life. I'm Emmanuel Mohlala. I'm holding for Kelebogile Sohona. And being the month of November, we are celebrating Movember. And I'd like to say Happy Movember to all men, the month that we've dedicated to men, specifically for men. We are talking business. We are still talking business this month. And today we are talking about the startup, the issues, the difficulties of business startups, and how to overcome those. Our guest today, Ntate Morgan Diale, Ntate Dumele, and he's with us today to discuss such issues. Muruti, how are you?
I'm good, yourself.
I'm good, thanks.
Yes.
Welcome.
No, I'm home.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we can start telling secrets, that we usually meet in places where we speak for 5 minutes and we have things to do and end.
We are busy.
Yeah, we are busy. And this is more like the first session probably already. We could be talking for more than 20 minutes or so.
True.
But you are one of the people that I actually value a lot.
Yes,
based on what you do, especially in communities, dealing with young people. And today we are going to talk about business. I'm sure there will be a lot of things that we'll be calling you on the show for.
Yes.
And then we'll be speaking more about those things so that we can unpack them. And that already says that I know you.
Yeah.
So for the viewers at home who do not know you, Mr. Morgan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kiman. You're not free man, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm a free man.
Oh, you're a free man.
But Morgan.
Yeah, tell us about yourself.
I'm Morgan Itumelendia. Born and bred Piri. Grew up in Rustenburg.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a child of two provinces.
Okay.
Yes.
Usually it's the other way around, that people get born in Rustenburg,
yeah,
and they grow up in Joburg.
No. I was born here in Piri.
In Piri, so wait.
Yes, so it.
And then you left.
And I left.
How unfortunate.
And I came back.
Oh, and you came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fortunate because it was part of God saving me.
Yeah. That I can attest to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When they took Jesus to Egypt.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. But then, born in Soweto, grew up in Rustenburg, came back. Tell us, what are you about? What do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur, a business person. I'm passionate about changing the status quo of communities.
Yeah.
When you talk about entrepreneurship, you're talking about problem solvers.
Yeah.
So when you're a business person, you are a problem solver. There's a certain problems that you have identified.
Yes.
Now you say, what should I do to solve this problem?
Yeah.
If, for instance, if you see that people are walking for a distance to go and buy a piece of bread or a loaf of bread, then you are bringing the solution.
The bread closer.
You see, that's how you start your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. You identify firstly the problems. And then you come with solutions. You don't add into problems.
There's something that we'll probably be talking to in the near future.
Yes.
Because of it's a rising problem, and some of the people that we interact with in communities is starting to be a huge problem, which is a problem of drugs. And I'm wondering in all of these things, as you say, a problem solver,
yes,
but not a problem causer.
yes.
To say we can't say things like selling drugs. It's solving a problem. It's actually adding to the problems sometimes that are in communities. And I know that there's a huge argument.
It's a genocide. I call it a genocide.
A genocide.
Yeah.
I agree.
You're killing the community.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
And you're targeting the very future of the community.
Yeah.
And then you're dragging this community. And how can we have a drunk or drugged future?
Yeah. That's impossible. It will never happen.
You see. That's when we're going to lose our land.
Yeah.
As we are fighting for it.
Yeah. No, I hear you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Today, talking business, right? And I think the people that we are concentrating on, the challenges, especially of young people.
Yes.
People who are saying, I want to start, I do not know where to start, or I have started and I'm struggling to get this boat afloat.
Yeah.
It's been sinking, and try to see if we can probably give advice on how to survive. Let's start. Entrepreneurship. How would you say entrepreneurship works? How does one start a business?
Number one, how you start. You come up with an idea.
Okay.
And it's an idea to solve, like I said earlier, to solve the problems that are within your community.
All right.
Let's say you've been struggling yourself to get to town, and then for you to get into a taxi, you have to go 2 kilometers to find a taxi, just to get to town. And then for you to get to town, you have to travel a lot.
Yeah.
Now, you come up with an idea. Why don't I have or cause the people of my community, those who have cars, to transport us to that, to close that,
close the gap.
Yeah. That's part of creating employment. Entrepreneurship, you are creating employment, as well as you are creating a profit.
Yeah.
It's all about giving also back to the community.
Yeah.
Now you come up with that solution. Okay, let's close this gap. It's all about closing the gaps.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's being solution based. I was listening to a guy who did a presentation, and he said most of the multi-billionaires that we have around the world, they are not your stock marketers and foreign exchange gurus and stuff like that. He says are people who just wanted to solve a problem. And he says you look at it as Microsoft, as Apple, and those people wanted to solve a specific problem, to say how about we make things easier. And so make sure that people do this better. And your Facebook, your WhatsApp, and that solving of a problem has led them to be multi-billionaires today.
Yes.
I'm just adding on to that thing that business is mostly about what is it that I can influence in my community? True. Which gaps can I close somewhere there? Right. Here's another problem probably. You identify the gap and you say community aga haina XYZ, like let's say your taxi business and we want taxi business to be how do we get people to move from there? I can encourage these guys to take Batu, and some of these businesses they need a startup fund.
True.
You know, how do we go around solving a gap? A guy who needs to farm, the produces a farm. He needs the seed, he needs the water, the fertilizer, before he can actually get the product that he has to sell.
Yeah.
It's a good gap that he identified. To say, let's go market and spend, I can do it here locally. the land is there.
Yes.
But you need resources to be able to. What are the things that that person needs probably to, or such people need probably to bridge the gap? Yeah, a finance.
It's very, very, very interesting. Because I smile when people ask me that question.
Okay, so I'm not the first one.
Because usually we look into banks.
Yeah.
If I can get loan from the bank, if I can get a startup from government,
yeah,
what, and we miss it there. We firstly look into our communities. There are people who have money in our communities. You go to such people, say, this is the kind of business I'm having.
Okay.
And I have identified you as an investor.
Yeah.
Before profit, you go and find an investor. An investor is somebody who's not going to take over your business.
Yeah.
But it's somebody who will fuel your business to go forward, or your idea to go forward. Let's, for example, if you want to, you see a house, they are selling a house, and then you do not qualify in a bank to get a loan.
Yeah.
You go to a certain business person. I have a proposition for you, or a proposal for you. I need 600K because I need to buy this house.
Yeah.
And you ask the person, how much does the bank give you?
Yeah.
If you put your money for 12 months in the bank.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they tell you, maybe they get 5% or for 12 months. And they say, I can give you 15% in 3 months.
Yeah.
What do you say? That particular person will give you that money. You buy that house because you know that you're going to sell that house.
Yeah.
In other words, you can start your business by not using your own money.
Yeah.
You can
by
use
getting investor
to come and invest here. Then you pay them back with that interest within a very short space of time. You don't owe the bank.
Yeah.
You don't have long-term credits.
Yeah.
You have done your things very smartly so. For instance, now if one wants to start a business of chicken dust, and then they go and check, okay, 10 chickens are 400 rands. I don't have that 400 rand. You have that 400 rand. I come to you and say, this is the business that I have.
Yeah.
Can you lend me your 400 rand? And by the end of today, I'll be paying you back that 400 rand. Then I go and do that chicken dust on the street, and people come and buy.
Yeah.
And I give you your 450 on top.
Yeah. So you, in a sense of helping me, you made 50 rands in a day, and I've made some money as well.
You see.
Yeah.
And then now I'm not having a business that is incurring debts.
Yes. It's quite interesting though. Which something comes into mind that when we talk about people investing, going back to my example of having a land, but you don't have the capital to get the seed and people can invest with resources.
Yes.
That you say, listen, you have a tractor, I have the land, you have the seeds, can we do this thing? You can provide that, and when it's done, you can have a certain job. And because I'm thinking that's not how we actually look at business. We actually look at business as individuals. I see a problem, the problem needs to be solved. So when you see the problem, you're thinking that only I as an individual can engage in doing this thing. So you say that number one in financing a business is look for investors to say who can actually pour into this business so that we can. All right. What other things that you can probably throw in as advices to business startups?
And the other thing that I would advise people to do in terms of startups, writing proposals to different government finances. For instance, your National Empowerment Fund, your DETs, your GEPs, Gauteng Entrepreneurial Propel. You write your proposals there, and then they will fund your business. But before you write your business proposal, you need to go to somebody, an expert, who knows how to put a proposal together. You know, there are so many people who are lamenting that they're not getting funding. Because their business proposals are not speaking. You say, the Bible says, write your vision. Make it plain. And he who reads will run with it. Now, I come with a proposal and I give it to the government or to the bank. They can't read. It doesn't speak. It doesn't have a voice. So in other words, write something that it doesn't have to be long. Make it short and understandable. And then somebody will see it and fund it.
No, I hear you.
Yes, sir.
I hear you. I hear you very well. I think again, maybe it's, I don't know what I should say, the courage to do things, because of some people fail long before they even start. They just speak it won't happen before they actually take a step to say, let's do it.
I think it speaks of lack of information, number one. Lack of information. People, they just walk by a hearsay. They don't have the actual information. So they don't have access to
actual information.
Number two, they are inspired by fear. The fear of other people's failures. Because certain people said to them, we haven't received this much from, or we didn't even receive any funding from anyone. And when you take measures and say let me check if these people did apply. They never applied. Somebody else said to them, I didn't get the funding. And it became a chain of information. And it became a misinformation. And then it made people not to pursue what they were supposed to pursue.
Actually, there's a certain crowd that I would want you to speak to on this issue. Listen, I've heard this from a couple of white people. Black people have a sense of entitlement.
True.
And then and I see that our young people do not want to invest on any form of work. It's like when you say business, things just happen, and you say it's lack of information. And I'm wondering, for young people with cell phones, and is it still lack of information, or the information is there? It could be a lack of other things.
I think it's lack of commitment. In terms of when you have a cell phone in your disposal, you have data in it.
And data is free,
It's free.
Because of I see them in street corners and school corners, and
you say, I usually pass them by the school corners, and I would be interested. What are you Googling? What are you searching? Somebody's searching for a new song.
It's music, it's videos, movies.
And I said, there are empowerment courses that you are to be looking for.
Yeah.
There are funding sites that you can be searching for.
Yeah.
Others were shocked when I was telling them about National Empowerment Fund.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you see, that one, it needs you to have a business plan. And maybe, let's take it this way. Maybe you want to you want to buy a franchise. You want to buy a KFC or McDonald's or a petrol station. How do you do that? You must make a research with your cell phone. Check how to buy. This is where I'm going. When you click into your cell phone, check how to buy a franchise.
Yes.
How to start a new business. How to start a restaurant. How to start a student accommodation.
I would want to get probably to the depth of things.
Yes.
We are going to take an ad break now. And the question would be, based on what you just said, I think one of the biggest things is that we underuse the resources that we have.
True.
That we used them properly, not even just like use them fully, but had we used them at least properly, we could have our young people going far further than what they are right now.
True. If we were to use our resources rightfully so, I'm telling you, we could have billionaires and millionaires
in every street
working, and no one wants to work anywhere. Because with your cell phone you can run a business in DRC.
For sure.
People working for you while you
are here,
and you don't need to meet them. Every day.
Let's hold it right there.
Yes.
This is Morgan Diale. We are still on Social Life. I'm holding for Kilebukile Sukona. Let's see you after the break. Hi and welcome back to the show. Ke Emmanuel Mohlala, standing for Kilebukile Sukona. I am still with my brother, Pastor Diale, and we are still talking business. My brother. Here's, as we went to the ad break, we're talking about young people, and I'm thinking, here are young people. I have a bigger concern.
Yes.
Don't we have a societal issue, if I can put it that way, that we have a lot of young people who we agree that opportunities are there, but we don't get as many applications as we would expect to have those applications in for funding and stuff like that. Where do you think the biggest problem our youth is in terms of business and engagement into business?
I think the biggest problem is our young people, they want to be fed. Spoon fed. When you come into business, you are a go-getter. You don't wait for things to come to you. You don't wait for things to happen.
So is that more like a requirement that if you get into business, you must have an attitude of a go-getter?
Yes.
You
must go out, be visible, and you need to empower yourself. There are a lot of seminars that happen. They will bombard you with more information. Go there, and some of them are free. And you go there and get information. Then you grab that information and you keep on running. I always say when you run, there are two things. You might get where you are running to very fast, or you might fall on your opportunity somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
You understand? Sometimes stumbling is not a bad thing. You might stumble
onto a good thing. I don't know, I'm thinking now that the person who discovered diamond,
yes.
Go Kimberly, what was he doing? Do you think maybe he stumbled upon it and was like, oh, what's this? Wow.
Wow. What a shining stone.
Yeah. And maybe had he not taken that, there's this scripture in Proverbs says a lazy man will always give excuses and say, I can't go out. Maybe a lion can come out of somewhere and devour me. So,
and the Bible says they shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
Lazy people
should not eat.
Yeah. So we encourage in the spirit of going out there.
Yeah.
You know, but voga usigeze.
Yeah.
Ubangene.
Okay.
Understand?
Voga usigeze ubangene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most of the people, they're sitting on their sofas, watching TV the whole day, you know, and complaining about ESCOM.
Yeah.
And complaining about the government.
And 350.
And 350.
Yeah.
And somebody was asking, I asked somebody a question, when you are complaining about the government, do you know who the government is?
Yeah.
Because we want to go to that government.
Yeah.
And ask him why he's not attending to your issues.
Ish.
Because you need to rise and claim what's supposed to come to you.
So is entrepreneurship a difficult thing? Let's start there.
No.
Is it for special people?
No, it's not for special people.
Okay. So it's just the basis of what you are saying.
You see, we as African people, we have been entrepreneurial for the rest of our lives.
Okay.
We grew up, our gogos, they were doing sorghums, you know, traditional beers.
Yeah.
And people will come around.
Yeah.
And that's entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
There will be somebody next door who will do magwinya.
Yeah.
And that's business.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to go to the mall to show that it's a serious business. Some have been taken to varsities through selling magwinya.
Yeah.
You know, other people bought houses by selling magwinya.
I'm reminded by of something. I hope this bank pays me, because I'll just say the name so that people understand. This bank.
I'm watching you, bank.
Yeah, they must pay us, right? There's this bank that promises free rates, and it has a lot of our brothers and sisters banking with it, right? And I'm saying to this guy at some point, and I said, I saw this during COVID, go the traffic departments, and that bank, without fail, every month end, from the 15 to 25 end, the lines are as long as the voting lines are 94. And if you can get 10 guys and give them numbers, then everyone who wants to draw money quick can just call you and say, hey bro, I'm coming in 30 minutes. I want to draw money. And I can say, okay, your number, come here, I'm writing your name, I'll tell you how big. And I just write, Spusiso is number 6. Number 6, go and join the line. Spusiso comes in, gives me $20, and then he takes the slot to number 6. That is business.
Yeah.
You are solving a problem.
True.
It's not illegal. You are not
you're not dropping anybody.
You are not robbing anyone. You just stand up there with 10 guys, and then you give them the 15 rands, you keep the 5 rands of all these $20. And
actually, what you're talking about with this issue at the 350.
Yeah.
I would see some Uber guys.
Yes.
They are selling them.
You are selling them.
We're promoting them. They will go to the mall and stay there and watch people on the queues. And then they'll say, no, I can take you to the nearest post office.
Yes. Yes.
And then 4 guys will come into that car and each one will be paying 70 rands.
Yeah.
Just to go from Jabulani to Mondo.
Yeah. I know a guy who's doing this e-hailing service. He took me to Randfontein and he was like, no, I know this place. And I was like, yo, you guys drive a lot. And he says, no, this was my food, COVID. He says, I used to take people from Soweto, 5, 6 of them in a car, drive all the way to Randfontein because there are no people in those white malls. And then they would drop these guys, and then the guys would draw their 350, get in a car again, transport them back. That's business. you're solving a problem.
True.
It's just that maybe we want to make it too complicated, and then when we have made it complicated enough, we now say there's no information, higher funding, and all those things.
We think that when we put big English words into them, they will sound delicious. Most of the time.
Yeah.
We think entrepreneurship is those big words and what. I mean, 5 women can come together and say, we are doing a cleaning company. I'm selling an idea.
Yeah. Now we're going to need rights to these ideas. I'm going to go all Capitex. Yeah, that idea. We want some chairs.
So they will come up with this idea. We are coming with this model of cleaning. We are doing only spring cleanings, and then they target, maybe in their street, they target 10 houses, and they charge maybe 500 or 1,000 rand per house.
Yeah.
Because they do cleaning the walls, washing. They iron, they do everything.
Yeah.
And if they did 10 houses a day, and each house is 1,000 rand.
That's 10,000 rand.
So in 5 days, they have made 50,000 rand doing 10 houses. That's business. You don't need to go to a certain university or
to come up with those ideas.
No. Or for it to be a spontaneous idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's entrepreneurship. That's business.
Are we lazy to think, or because of us? There was this copycat thing that we black people used to struggle with, and I'm thinking that we were not supposed to struggle with it in the first place. House number A will sell the ice, ne?
Yeah.
And when those ice did and then the next 3 houses will sell the ice.
Yeah.
There's no originality. It's like whatever goes, we want to be a part of it. But now, as you grow up, you realize that that's what competition is.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps the economy moving.
True.
When other people come with a different product, it's fine. Maybe stick to your product, make it better, and competition is healthy. You know, and now we think we just give up. That no span things some ice. And can we get into a space of saying, that's competition, it's fine marketing some ice, magazine recipe. Some people will buy from me from loyalty, other people will buy from me because they love my product. But maybe we should encourage more originality. There's a lot of problems to be solved, Ramso.
The thing is, people buy your passion.
Okay.
Before they buy your product, they buy into your passion.
Your passion.
When you are passionate about certain things, for instance, I'm passionate about music.
Yeah.
If I do a concert and I book, for instance, Soweto Theatre, because people know me that I'm passionate about music, they will be interested into what does this man has in mind. We want to go and hear that.
I feel you.
I feel you. Taste what is tasting. And they come and, you know, me paying the artist and the venue, it's nothing. Compared
but what you cooked.
You see, because my interest is to ignite this passion. And I know that people will come and buy into this passion.
Okay.
Yes.
No, great. As a closing comment, I don't know what's in your mind. There's a businessman, businesswoman, a young person, an old person out there. Maybe they're struggling. Maybe they are sitting and watching TV and thinking, I should be doing this. What would be your words of encouragement? A point, 2 points, or whatever. What would you say to an entrepreneur out there at this moment?
Those who have started, let's start with them.
Okay.
Keep pushing.
All right.
Keep knocking at the right doors.
Yeah.
A no from the other door is a yes to another door. Yes. So do not give up.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are running and then you run out of gas, walk.
Yeah.
If your feet are tired, crawl.
Crawl. Like that. Yeah.
Until you reach where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And to those who haven't started, it's all about starting. Everything begins from the beginning.
Yeah.
If you might have dreams and what, but if you haven't taken the first step,
Yeah.
you won't reach to the million step that you wanna go to.
So the beginning is not here.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking. I'm thinking about it. That's not the beginning.
The beginning is on your first step.
On your first step, doing it.
Yes.
I hear you.
A first step might be registering your company.
Yeah.
And putting your ideas together.
Yeah.
The first step might be speaking to somebody.
Yeah.
Who might hear you.
Whatever it is, just do.
Just do it.
Do something about it.
If like today I'm going to collect T-shirts. I thought of a concept and I gave it to the guys and I said to them, this is what I want you to print on the T-shirt. And say, what? And say,
Yeah.
no, it's a brand, I can say it.
Yeah.
It's called Moyatical.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Say it slow. Say it slow. Some of us are slow.
It's called Moyatical.
Moyatica.
Yes.
Meaning?
Because it is inspired by people who always say, "Bamomoye."
Oh, okay. So it's Moyatica.
Yes. So you can.
You had it first right here. Moyatica.
Yes.
That's it.
So you can start. It doesn't matter when and how, with how much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. With that 350 that the government gives you,
Just start.
start something.
All right. Okay, I hear you. Any other thing that you want to tell us?
The last thing is.
Okay. He's stingy on ideas. He says the last one, but that's fine.
No, I'm not talking an idea,
Okay.
but an advice.
Yeah.
Remember, be yourself. Do yourself. And no one else will ever do what you do.
Okay.
Like Miles Monroe said, graveyard is full of many ideas, books that were supposed to be written, songs that were supposed to be sang.
Yeah.
They thought that somebody else would do that.
Yeah.
And nobody has done that.
Yeah.
Everyone, you have your different fingerprints than mine.
For a reason.
For a reason. So show up. Don't die absent.
Eesh. I hear you.
You must die present.
Yeah. Now I heard you twice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Muruti.
It's a
It was an honor to have you. But hey, this is home, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is home.
Sweet.
We'll keep on having you. That was. I don't know. Why do I don't call my friends Baruti and yeah, there's something about you. But that's Muruti Diale, Morgan Diale. Itumelene.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we must start using those names. Hey, yeah, Itumelene Diale.
They are prophetic.
Exactly.
When I come
Don't get me
you.
started, because we'll be starting another episode right now. Hey, this is Social Life. Emmanuel Mutala standing on for Kilebukile Sokona. She's coming back when the men month is over.
Yeah.
For now, we're celebrating men.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are men, and we like it as it is. Thank you very much for watching, and till next time.